Ryan, come over here,
I'm just
humming.
going backwards so like I
Honey.
cannot be like squishing you over.
Okay.
Listen, YouTube is making us vertical. We hate it. It's just how it is. We
Oh,
don't
no,
have
we
an
don't
option.
hate it, honey.
I hate it.
Okay.
We have to be way too smushed because
Either way,
we liked
we're
normally
going
we liked
live.
horizontal.
Good morning.
We
Happy
already said that.
Monday.
Yes,
Hope you had a
exactly.
great weekend.
It's a Monday, 1000% Monday.
And we had a busy weekend, over 30 items sold over the weekend. So you have a lot of shipping to do, which will be a lot of fun.
Yay.
And before we get started, my name is Aaron,
I'm Amber.
and we are full-time retailers. We go live Monday through Thursday to talk about things that sold. And today's topic, so usually I have my phone on vibrate, so you don't ever get the ka-ching, but
Right.
you like it whenever the navigation's telling you where to go.
Yes.
And so I didn't turn it off. So when we walked up to this garage sale, I'm like looking at a couple things. They had a lot of Hallmark ornaments. I like those, but most of them are not worth selling.
Right.
And they had, I think, almost all of those. None of the ones that were worth selling. But then a ka-ching comes on. We sold an iron set, which now has been canceled because
it's like a classic ringtone. Like if you don't sell on eBay, whenever you sell something, it has the normal like cha-ching.
Yeah.
Like you just earned money.
And at that point, the person that's running the sale is like, "Oh, what did I sell? Gotta see
What
what
did
I
I
sold."
sell?
Because and this is where it gets a little bit funny is so she looks on her phone, and I think she's probably disappointed, and she might not even have known it was my phone that went off and not hers. But then I went and saw that she had these a
When we
ton
were
of
going. Okay, go ahead.
these like army figures
Yeah.
that were in the box.
Collectibles.
And they were listed for like 90,
That's how much
125,
they wanted at the garage
100,
sale.
150,
Yeah.
like, and there was probably like 40 of them.
There was a large stack of them, yes.
And I scanned one, and then it took me to a listing, and they had it listed for 125, and there was one listed for 125.
Weird.
Oh, interesting.
Weird.
Why did they get this
They
125
nailed
number?
it. Nailed
And
it.
then I look at it, and
We're
it says free local pickup in Easley, South Carolina, which we just so happen to be in.
Easley, South Carolina.
So
We are walking through your eBay store right now.
correct. And so part of the reason why she was so like what sold is because she might have to pull the item that
Right.
sold. And I can only imagine if you bought something, she'd have to be like, write it down,
Yeah.
write it down, write it down, end,
Yeah.
whenever she gets off. Nevertheless, we didn't buy anything
No.
there because it was just
Way too high.
we're not
price.
paying your eBay prices, and I can't. The whole idea of somebody thinking that they could run a garage sale and they're going to sell at eBay prices for
It's
items.
wild.
Now, granted, so the Hallmark ornaments, they look like they were not on her eBay store.
Okay.
So, like that was like maybe it was a mishmash of the two, but I don't think
But her
I've been in
prices
a.
were still high.
I still don't think I've been in a situation to where I
Definitively.
I feel like there's been times when I've went into a garage sale and I'm like, I'm in
They
your
might
eBay store,
sell on eBay. Yeah.
but now I know 100% I'm in
Concrete.
this person's eBay store. It just kind of was like interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to know if like anybody else has had that experience out there of where you walked in, you scan an item, and then you pull up the item and it looks like the exact one that you're looking at,
Yeah.
and you're confident that that's it. So
That was pretty funny.
that was the story, and I thought it was kind of funny and good enough to share today.
We don't usually have the anything on to ring in the sale. We try not to. We try to mute our phones because that's awkward.
I don't see how that would benefit you in any way.
No.
First item is the pair of shoes here.
Oh, okay.
These Nike Kyries.
These sold. We're shipping out today.
And I think we sold these fairly quickly. I want to say these were listed for maybe a week. $37.95 plus shipping. I think I paid $10 at a garage sale for those.
Going out.
Next, the Guitar Hero.
Okay.
So there's an issue with this guitar. I put it in the description. I try to be very descriptive as far as what issues that they have. And that one sold for $29.95 plus shipping. Next up, the soccer cleats. We like picking up soccer cleats, but these are very, very plain, so they're not as desirable as some. If you find some that are like bright, vibrant, and
Unique
stuff like that,
colors.
they're typically going to be a lot more pricey. Those sold for $27.50, which still isn't bad.
Yeah.
If you get it for a cheap enough price. So happy to see this go. And you want to talk about items we don't buy
Yes.
anymore.
If we see Hess, we're like, no thanks.
And I also think it's funny is everybody that has these always thinks they're worth a lot of
Yeah.
money. So they'll be like $10 each. This sold for $12 plus shipping. And we had it for probably a
long
year and a
time.
half.
Yeah.
Like that was probably before we started deciding we were going to do this like seriously.
Yeah.
Next up, this is a brand to look out for because we've sold this on a few occasions and they sell really well.
OMG, I hate you guys. Oh, hi. Happy Monday. Why are you here? Okay, a SwitchBot.
SwitchBot Hub 2. It's a brand new sealed $46 plus shipping on that one.
There we go.
Next up, I'm not going to try to pronounce
It's a book.
this book. It's a book. And it sold for $19.95 plus shipping. LPs. So this LP is Let's Pretend Cinderella. $14.99 free shipping on that one. All right, and these I thought were really cool. It's a different brand that I haven't picked up before. PF Flyers, I paid up for them.
Yeah.
But they got the old school Converse look to them, and these sold for $35 plus shipping.
Great.
So not too
They're
bad.
very, what size are they, like 13s?
Yeah, 13s. They were pretty big. All right, now we're into this bin. Yep. Picked this up. We went to a new bin store this weekend. It wasn't as great as we would have liked, but it still means it might be an option moving forward. I think it's one of those things you have to try multiple times before you just jump.
Was this the bargain hunt?
No, this was not. This was the one in Irmo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
$29.95 plus shipping on that one.
Perfect.
This has some flaws. Otherwise, it would be a much better score. So you'll see the snapback on the back here. The bottom back three came off, and they came off into the thing. Because the game, this hat is a little bit more desirable. So they got to do some restoring on this one. This one did eventually sell, though, for $13.95 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing.
Yep. All right.
I love this book.
I know, I do too. Look at this. It's a graffiti book.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's got, like, really good art and stuff inside, and it's basically teaching people how to do graffiti.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
And that unique book sold for $49.95 plus shipping. So, not too shabby there. iRobot. This is Brava Advanced Wet Mopping Dry Sweeping robot. This sold for $39.99 plus shipping.
We got this on the long sale in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I really am not a huge fan of those just because of the amount of work and effort it goes into.
Sat a while before we tested it.
Yes. King of Fighters. This game in the tin makes it a little bit more desirable, but it does have a dent in it. And I put that in the title, $13.25 plus shipping. Part of me thinks that like it's almost expected those things are going to have dents.
Yeah, the metal ones.
Yeah. A lot of Xbox games. This is Mortal Kombat XL and Resident Evil Biohazard. $9 plus shipping for the two. I'm guessing you didn't get the closet.
Aaron, stop.
It's a closet.
I didn't get it.
So this is we sold a True Hair and
Color and Lift Root Color Powder. So it's like touch up your grays.
And it sold for $39.95 plus shipping.
Yeah.
And it sold fairly quickly. Next up we have
cute Hello Kitty shoes.
I thought these were gonna go a little like quicker.
Yeah.
But it took a while for these Hello Kitty Converse 1-stars to sell, but they're like new condition. So whoever gets them is gonna love them.
Yeah, they're gonna love them.
$55 plus shipping on those. A Patagonia hat, $11 plus shipping. Next up we have Durango boots. I don't know if they're designed to have the wrinkles in them. I feel like they are.
Yeah, that's normal.
I think I paid $3 for them. They've got this like a unique little toe thing going on it. And they sold for $29.95 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. We've sold this guy twice now. Not the same one. The other one, they kept it. But I've picked them up and sold them before. If you can get them cheap enough, these big, huge, like King Kong Skull Island figures can be worth picking up. I think we paid $1 and it sold for $24.95 plus shipping.
I don't love shipping these. Just
Is it worth $20 to
no,
ship it?
I don't think so.
No.
No, because that's not how much we're actually getting for it.
I'm saying after fees and everything, we're getting like $20.
Well, you had to deal with it, and I have to deal with it. No.
I don't mind dealing with it. So if you like dealing with it, I'll deal with it.
I don't.
Pampered Chef. This is a slice and serve.
Yeah.
$15 plus shipping. If you can get it cheap enough, it could be worth it.
I'm pretty sure I got it for $1.
Yeah, I think so. And this is a Tickle Me Elmo 10th anniversary. It comes in this. This thing actually, when you open it up,
it's so cute.
and I did, so the battery on that part is like dying.
Okay.
So like it'll be fine by the time the buyer gets it to maybe play once. And the Elmo we did with a video is very violent. You remember that?
Yeah,
like,
I do.
He's like slamming his head onto the
yeah,
table.
It was very like, what is happening with you?
But I showed it in a video. You know what you're getting.
Yes.
You're getting a violent Elmo. He's very upset. Echo.
Angry Elmo. It's coming your way.
Cool little pattern. These again are things that we just don't pick up anymore. $14.20 plus shipping on that. We pick these up anytime we basically see them. ATA. These are Combat Ba Mong.
They're little
sticks.
tools, equipment. I always say ATA equipment. Thank you.
ATA equipment. $22.50 plus shipping on
Yes.
the ATA equipment. Another item that we do not pick up anymore is this
ice cream churn.
Ice cream churn maker. Turned it on, it did work.
Yeah.
It has all the pieces, and it sold for $23.90 plus shipping.
That's horrible. Horrible. Don't get them.
Yeah, well, that's going to be fun to pack and ship too. I love these.
Yeah, look at these. Be on the lookout for these.
They call this the popcorn, like popcorn things.
Art, yeah.
And these two turkeys I paired together, and I think we paid like $0.25 each. It was like super cheap. $37.95 plus shipping on the turkey.
On the lookout.
Don't be a turkey. Don't pass on them. Next up, we have Open Linux. Anytime you can find some sealed software, it can be worth picking up. It does have a tear in the back of the package and in the front. That's not a bad one. But nevertheless, this sold brand new sealed for $40 plus shipping.
Okay.
They wanted it in bubble wrap.
Oh, okay.
Just an FYI. I knew I had another message in there. Another one had like a different address we had to send to. These you have to send through UPS ground.
Yeah, USPS ground.
No, UPS ground. I think I put it as UPS ground.
Well, that's fine, but I always send it to USPS.
Because, so I looked at the site.
Go in the air.
I looked at the site and they specifically said that it has to be like UPS ground and this is how we ship it. So, but we've had it for a while and we got an offer, $15.95 plus shipping, and took it. We had a SodaStream and we used it for a while.
Yeah.
We have since moved on and stopped using it.
It was just harder to find the flavors, and we didn't want to keep ordering online, so I said, never mind.
VHS lot. This is a horror VHS lot of 6 tapes, and we just auctioned these off. And
our auctions never go well.
$5.50 plus shipping.
So follow us for auctions. You'll get cheap deals.
$5.50 plus shipping on those.
It's terrible.
Another auction. This is 17 Blu-rays, brand new sealed, and these Blu-rays, $20.50 plus shipping.
Better. It's better.
It's better, but well, I mean, it's more volume. If you look at it like per item, it's like
back there.
It's like $1 each.
Yeah, it is.
So,
but we usually pay like $1 each.
Yeah, I know, but you pull the ones that are good, and that'll get your money back, kind of thing. Next up, we have some Kings. These are size 12, and these sold for $24 plus shipping. Sold via promoted listing.
Alrighty.
Another book.
This is
a
a
Bible. And we haven't had this one listed for very long, and it sold for $14.95 plus shipping.
All right, cool.
This came in a
golf bag.
A big golf bag purchase, and inside the bag it had a rangefinder.
Yeah.
They also had a really good putter and a good driver. Those two have not sold yet. I did sell off the irons, and we sold off the wedge set. So this is pure profit at this point. $30 plus shipping on the
Rangefinder.
rangefinder. And then the last sale of the day is actually a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. All of these cards in this little tin, not the tin, but just the cards, they sold for $16.50 plus shipping.
On auction, right?
Yeah, on auction. And so we're into the green now on the Yu-Gi-Oh set. And we have a ton more cards to go to. So I'll be listing another lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards on Thursday for a 10-day auction like we did this time. So that is all the sales today. What's the plan?
Shipping, shipping, and shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
And
Fun times. So yeah, if, I'll look through and see what's UPS. I'll end up taking the UPS. I'll just have you pack the ship to UPS first. I'll take the UPS, go to the thrift store locally, come back, and then I'll probably be at that point. Hopefully, you'll be getting close to being done, and then I'm gonna take our oldest today to piano so that she can
keep working.
Yeah, and
maybe list.
Catch up. We didn't have a particularly great weekend of
it was horrible.
Garage sales
and horrible
sourcing and all that stuff.
2 weekends in a row that have been awful.
But we do have.
We did get set back all day. We had chickens crossing the road. We had trains stopped on the track for all morning.
Yeah,
we hit every red light. It was just terrible.
And honestly, but the thing is it was one of those things to where I think we realized the devil was trying to get us down, and we kind of just laughed at it. Yeah. It was like, you know what, whatever. Like, you're not gonna take our.
You're not gonna steal our joy.
Yes.
It's not happening.
So like we kind of
moving on.
We still had a good day. It's one of those things to where like if that happened to us 6 months ago, we would have been spiraling. You know, but I think to some degree, the health of the eBay store, that we're selling a lot and everything's going fairly well on that front, and we still have not a ton of back stock or anything, but just
list ready items.
I haven't really been able to go through and like fix a lot of listings lately because I've been having to list. Yeah. So I still have like things I can do.
There's tools in the belt.
Yeah. That you can use. And we haven't exhausted it, and it's not like we're in a panic sign. Yeah. So basically things are going well enough to where we don't have to freak out because it's not going.
And like it's a choice.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to have bad days, but how are you going to respond to it?
Yeah.
That's all you have to think about. So.
Okay. But yeah.
So choose your happiness or your misery.
Yes.
Adam, I hope you choose your happiness.
Yes.
But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow at between what 8?
Probably 8:30ish.
8:30, and then we'll talk about what sold today.
So awesome. Thank you, everybody.
We hope you have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you later.